All right. Now, most important thing I want to get across here, and that is settings. All right. Um, Boy, they'll get you out of here pretty quick. Okay, first of all, you can see up here they talk about it here. It's about the newsletter. They're getting a lot of people, I guess, that are not turning it off, and then they get billed, and then they complain, and they make adjustments on it. But they're trying to get everybody kind of on the same page here, that this is a option that you control. And if it's clicked on for whatever reason, um, they're making concessions on it, but I don't know for how long. So you have to make sure that it's clicked off, unless you really want it, and that's at $29.95 a month. So first of all, in product settings here, so if everybody's gone to their back office and clicked on settings, which is right here, just after pay it forward, product 6 needs to be clicked here in a black circle in it, and that means that if somebody below you buys product number, let's say you were a 4 and they bought product 5 before you were a 5, you have a couple of weeks and the commissions go into escrow during that time. All right, so but you need first of all do that. Monthly newsletter, this is what they're talking about here. If it's off, they won't bill you. Okay, if it's on, they will check your balance to see if you have $29.95. If you have a card on file, they'll take it off a card. Any means that you have provided for them, they will take the money off if that's clicked to on. Same with this Starian subscription. All right, we'll get into that. It's just a course, and again, have it off or they're going to be charging you for the subscription. And then just click update if you haven't done that. Okay. Now, let's get back up here. Okay, now you can see here they changed the back office and it looks pretty good. You can see now you've got your number up here. You've got different things going on now when you go to it. If I go to home page and I go to the dashboard, you can see now we have available balance, we have subscription reserve, pay it forward reserve, and escrow balance. Okay, all that is showing up in this manner, which kind of goes boom right in your face. Okay, and you can see all-time commissions, all-time withdrawals, total sponsored members. Somewhere along the way, I've lost a member, and I don't know how. But I had 8 members, and I've lost a member, but they all seem to still be there. So don't have any idea about that. My introducer was Ron Thompson. And then they just give you your links here, and you can get your links from here. Okay, and we've got, you can see there's lots of updates in here. Top 10 sponsored members, like these are like Frank Calabra Jr. He sponsored himself 685 people. Coach Van is a close second at 642, and then it drops way off to EJ Wade Foundation at 260, Michael Williams at 256, etc. Okay, so that's what they're showing there. All right, so genealogy. Let's go to viewer. Not much has changed since the last time. That was, I guess, 2 weeks ago. Okay, that we had the webinar, and you can see they changed the legend on the left. Now, if your newsletter is on, and I'll show you an example way over here. unless she turned it off. No. You can see here it says newsletter, NL, newsletter, okay? So that she hasn't been in their back office since she became a member and was piffed in there, okay? So if I stop right there, you can see here are my numbers, or our numbers so far, and we're down to the 7th level. We're actually below the 7th level, but this is what they're showing, okay, right here. There's Team Spirit Up. That's me. So that's at the top, and then my first 4 are there, and that's JR right here. He's on here tonight, and then that's who I forgot to give a link to CK. He's back from Pakistan. He was in Pakistan for a while. So anyways, I'll give him a link for the next one for sure. But he's back now, and Chen's right here, 6 stars, and he has quite an organization, okay, building. I think he's got 90 people. And you can see down in here on the bottom line, got some people that are a 2, which brings us down to level 8. Okay, I don't have anybody here at level 3. There's another 2. Another 2 there. But yeah, that would bring people down to level 8 if they're a 2 in that spot. All right. All right, so that's basically, that's what's going on right now, okay, with genealogy. For those who might not know how all this runs, we're going to, let me just close this. We're going to continue with a little presentation here. You know, just to give you the outlay. I see Joe's made it in here. Welcome, Joe. Very quickly, we'll just go through. Now, you've seen this on the internet, I bet, a million times. And Frank Calabro Jr. Uses that. I think I better turn this off or we're going to be bombarded with Skypes here. All right, there we go. And it's a little misleading what he says, because he doesn't really like explain things. He makes it too easy. It's not that it's hard, it's just that let's get the facts straight. All right, so basically everybody needs to know that it's legit, legal, ethical, and very real. I think the reason that they don't think it is because of the amounts of money that you can make here in Four Corners, especially with the 100% matching bonuses. But it is legit, and they have some solid products, etc. They're not going to have any government shut them down because it's shady. It's not shady whatsoever. And I'm going to show you how they have enough money with every matrix that they can pay out those kind of numbers. So here, you can turn a one-time purchase of less than $20 out of pocket into $10, $30, and even $100,000 in the next 6 to 12 weeks. Well, we know that it's going to take a little longer if either, number one, that you're not, you know, working it. Number two, if the people that you've already talked with and come in aren't working it, etc. If they don't see the big picture, you're not going to get people that are going to get out there, get excited, and going to work it. Now, it's only $18 one time. And that can either come to you as a PIFF, that's pay it forward, or you can take it from your own pocket. There's 5 income streams. It's a worldwide opportunity, so it's only not in a few countries around the world. It pays weekly, and the product is financial literacy products. Now that's solid products, and you're not going to have any problems with SEC at all, or any, you know, the commissions commission trade, anything like that, you won't have any problems. Now, it's products that everyone needs. An example is managing your personal finances, investing intelligently. It's real estate investing, retirement planning, buying gold and silver. Norm's ears just perked up right there, and much, much more. Part of the things about, and I'll just comment on this just a little bit here. Part of the thing about having a number of income streams and programs that act as basically feeders is that you choose which program is, what you feel is your best bet. And then what you do, you direct people into feeders. I'm not sure, Don. We can get that checked out, though, if it's already approved or not. Ron Thompson is going to know about that. Or Chen. What about Chen? Chen, do you know for sure yet if China is being approved for this program? You mentioned that it was going to be 2 weeks when we met, which was well over a month ago. So, but if you have any news, please just type it in there. But as I was saying, you get you decide what program is your basic first or number one program, and then you give them feeders. So the topic of gold and silver is always being very popular right now because of the state of the world's economy and a lot of talk about what the new world order is doing, et cetera, et cetera. And these feeder programs, some of the programs that you're in, they act as a catalyst to jump into some bigger programs that are also very lucrative and can be a income provider additionally to the income streams that you get from other programs. So, and they have a book in the first, when you first buy, which is about gold and silver in Literacy 1. So that's something that everybody can get a hold of right off the get-go when they pay their $18. $8 goes to admin, and then the $10 buys your first Financial Literacy 1 product. Now, the comp plan, it's easy, and then there's with the twist, some people find that they can't wrap their head around it. Well, we're going to try and make this very easy for you to follow. And as you can see here, it's telling you here that on the product levels, 80% is paid back to people. All 6 products, all the literacy products, or 6 of them. That's not counting newsletter, and it's not counting that course either. The Starian course, it's not counting that either. But the cost of the 6 products to become a 6 is $555. You can get a 100% matching commission, okay, on top of what you're getting commission-wise. Okay, so if you fill all 5,460 people in your matrix, that's what constitutes a full matrix. Your total commission would be $559,824. Now, what Frank Calabro fails to share with you, he says, oh, you drop into the 3rd level and boom, you get $10 and all right. Well, that's after you purchase, or the company purchase, the 3rd literacy for $25. Then that makes that person a 3. Then you get the $10 for that. Same with the $60 for the 4th level. When you purchase and pay the $60, or you earn the $60, they'll take it off. They do a sort of like a scan each night. You'll get $24 commission. Same with the 5th level, you get 60. 6th level, you get 120. All right. So that's what the total payout is. But now, if you have any affiliates at all, now you're talking matching bonuses. Okay, 100% matching commission checks. Okay, now this is basically I'm going to kind of talk about income stream 4 here in just a sec, but we're going to go into Ron Thompson built these calculators, okay, and we're basically talking success rate on this is 100%, and the reason it's 100% is because people, all they have to do is get their first 4 people, and then those 4 people get 4, or even a couple of them get 4, and you've got your money back. All right. So it's very seldom that anybody, all right, is going to be stuck here and not have anything, because you don't have to get recruits and recruit people to get the commission payouts. All right. So the way that this works is like this, and this is why, if you've been on here before, we've talked about the power of 4, and the power of 4 is your first line. Okay, it's a 4x6 matrix, and the first line has 4 spots in it. We've always encouraged everyone to get 4 people. They don't have to be recruiters. They don't have to be MLMers, anything like this. They got to be a warm body that has, let's say, $100 or $72. Why that number? Okay, well, it's $18 to get $18 each for 4 people. It's $72. If you had to pay for your own instead of getting PIFFed in, then we're looking at like $90. All right, so that's why we say for a $100 bill, you can have a business that can pay you $2.8 million. All right, you can pay a lot more than that, but that's what your first 4 referrals will get you. Now, when you're looking for people, okay, if you can grasp the concept of getting your 4 people that will give you 100% check match, okay, on your commissions, you bet your bottom dollar you're going to go out and find 4 people and invest the $100 in those 4 people. And as long as you said to those 4 people, okay, let's say one of them's Bob, and you say, Bob, listen, if you this is a great concept, it's going to only cost you $100, and that $100 is going to pay you in spades. You're going to just take 4 people that have $100 each. So, you just have to ask them, you have $100? You go for dinner for 4 people, or 2 adults and 2 children, and you're spending $100. Okay? Even with McDonald's now, you go out and it's like $40, $50 that you're spending on a family of 4. It's just getting really crazy out there. So for a one-time $100, you're going to end up getting a potential payout of $2.8 million. So your first 4 people are on your front line right there. Then if those people got 4, okay, because there's 4 spots, you'd have 16 on your second line. And then if those 16 people got 4 people, you'd have 64. And if those 64 had 4 people, you'd have 256. Now, I'm just going to stop there for a while. We're not going to go down here in the bigger numbers right now, but we're going to stop right there, okay, because that's very, very realistic, okay? Whether you can recruit, not recruit, whatever, very realistic. Now, the numbers, if you listen to what the surveys have said before, they say that most people that are involved on the internet, they're capable, or their average in recruitment is 2.2 people. Okay, so you're a little shy. You're about 1.8 people shy here for your 4 people. All right, but that's if you were trying to recruit people that were in for MLMs. They knew that they'd have to go ahead and send out emails everywhere and do advertising and all the rest. But no, all you need is warm bodies, somebody else that has $100. Okay? Now, when you start going through here, okay, they'll look and they'll review each night if anybody's made any money. And then they're going to buy the next financial lesson for you. So you won't even have to process that and say, okay, I want the next lesson, blah, blah, blah. They do it for you automatically. Okay, that's what you have. When you went to settings and you had auto purchase, that's why it's auto purchase. They're going to do that for you. Now, when you, okay, come in, you're either somebody's piffing you in for $18 or you're paying $18. $8 goes to admin. $10 buys your first financial lesson right here. Okay? This, now, when you get 3 people, that's $12 because you're going to get $4 commission payout for each person on the first line. So you fill 3 of those spots, you have $12. They're going to take the $10 off there. They're going to buy financial lesson 2 for you at $10. You'll be left with $2. All right. And now you get your 4th member, and now you have $4 for your 4th member. You're left with $2 in there, so now you have $6, okay, after filling that row. Now, the next, okay, the next lesson here, financial 2, is that you've got 16 spots. Well, how much do you need for financial lesson 3? You need $25. So you need 6. You need, well, in fact, you could do it with 5. You could do it with 5 people on this row, row 2, okay? So that can come from the anybody that is on your row 1 gets people in there, and you get 5 people on your second row, you've got $20. Well, you've already got $6 left over from row 1. That gives you $26, and now they'll go ahead and they'll buy financial lesson 3 for you. Now, when they buy financial lesson 3 for you, that's 64 spots on the 3rd row. And every time that somebody buys the 3rd lesson, you're going to get $10 commission instead of 4. So how much do you need to become a 4? You need $60. Okay, now, a lot of times, if you've had 5 people of your 16 right here end up paying, and you're getting $4 for 5 people, the 11 people left, you're going to, once you fill it, will get $44 for that. So you only need 2 more people on the 3rd row and get that, pay the $25, and you're going to get $10 for each person. That's 20 more plus the 44. There's $64, and you only need 60. They're going to come around. They'll purchase that for you. Now you become a 4. So by the end of the 2nd row, and by a couple of people on your 3rd row that become 3s, you are going to have enough to buy the first, you actually will have bought the first 4, the first 4 spots, okay, financial lessons. And that would equate you to a number 4, which, as I showed you up here, you can see a lot of people here are 4. Okay, JR's 4, CK's 4, Chen is a 4, acupuncture's a 4, and you know, these are all people that have gone through the first 4 levels, and there's a lot here with number 3s. All right, and you can see as they start, and it's not that they pulled money from their pockets, it's as they get people in, and those people get people in, right? They're going to become the number because they're buying, okay, they're buying each financial literacy product, okay? The company buys it from your earnings, so you never have to dip your hand into your pocket to take some more cash. But every so often, somebody really wants the product, they'll go ahead and they'll purchase the product. They can be a level 2, all right? And then they want to jump to level 5 and pay the $150 to go and purchase level 5 books, okay, or tapes or whatever they are. So, just give me one sec here. My phone is going beeping like crazy. So just give me one sec, and I'll turn vibrate off. There we go. Okay. Okay, so in that case, what happens, and let's say you're only, you're a 3, let's say, and they buy a 5, and they're right under you, like you brought them in, it will go to escrow if you have that number 6 button. That means they're holding commissions until you become a level 5. All right? If you decide to pass on level 5 because you don't have anywhere near enough people in there to make you a level 5 and you don't want to take money out of your pocket, it goes up to the next level and the next level until they find a level 5. And then it's that person that's going to get that commission. All right, you have about 2 weeks, I think it is, when they put your commissions in escrow to come up with the position that is needed to collect your commission. Okay, so that's the way that that works. Now, so let's just say that you went through and you filled everything and they're all number 4s. They're 4, 3s, 2s, and 1s, or they're all 4s. They have to, that whole line of 256 has to be 4s, and you're gonna make it 6,144 in that line. So total there on potential earnings is 6,864. Now, what happens if you did put out your $100 or got 4 people on your front row that you signed up, and then they also helped, their cause, and they started filling in their 4, and those people filled their 4, so on and so forth. Now, you're going to end up getting a 100% matching bonus on each of your personal referrals. So whether it's 4, 14, 400, whatever the number of personal referrals you signed up, you will start getting 100% matching bonuses on everything they make. Okay, and it's unlimited. Okay, you can make as much as you want on that, and that's a good deal because they don't limit you to making like 100,000, a million. You can make $100 million on here. All right, it doesn't bother them whatsoever. Okay, so if we look at the matching bonuses, that for $16 and you have 4 personal referrals, okay, you're going to get $64 for a total of your 16 plus 64 is $80. Now, how much did you start with? $100, let's say, or $90? You get 80 back. You're only down $10. You get a couple of more dollars, and you finish row 2. You got 64 times 4 because you have 4 referrals. You're going to get $256. Plus your 64 gives you $320. Add up the 2 of them, there's $400. You're well ahead of the game at that point, and if you had $100 and you bought your 4 people, etc., and you've just filled the second row and everybody's a 2, and you get matching bonuses, you've just collected for row 1, row 2, and you have 4 people, $400. Okay, now you're up $300. All right. Now, here's where we put a twist on everything. This is a team build. Okay? This is a team build, and this is what happens. That the one thing that we ask everybody to do, and not everybody does it, of course, and that is to go find 4 people. Okay? So 4 people go out, or let's say a person goes out, gets their 4 people. It can be mom, dad, granny, and maybe a brother or sister, or an uncle, aunt, whatever. Say, you got $100, and do you have 4 friends that have $100? I'm pretty sure you do. And if they get your 4, and then another 4, and they get their 4, and it goes down the road, this can fill very, very quickly. All right, everybody's the right number. Everybody starts making the matching bonuses, etc. But here's the cool part. With Team Spirit Up, which is the team which has got the top spot, as it starts to make the monies here for the matching bonuses, okay, that money is going to be put right back in. So it's like pushing a snowball up. Now, once you get to the 3rd row complete and you have $3,200 plus the 400, that's $3,600. Okay, $3,600. Well, 3,200 buys you 177 positions. Okay, I'm not sure what, just a minute, let me see what. So 3,600 buys you 200 positions. So now there's only 56 positions if there's nobody in there, and that would be impossible. But 56 positions, and those 200 people are certainly going to give you enough commissions to make sure the other 56 people are piffed in or come in. Okay? So when that row all gets filled, and they're all a number 4, the 100% match is 4 times 66,144, $24,576. Add the 6,144, which is your earnings or your commissions. That's a total of 30,720. Add up the 3,200, the 320, the 80. It's $34,320. Okay, that's not bad money. Okay, and that can happen very quickly. That can happen in 6 to 12 weeks. My sponsor, Ron Thompson, says you can do this in 6 days if everybody's going to do the duplication and go find 4 people. Find 4 people. And I mean, not recruit 4 people, just find 4 people and piff the 4 people in with the $100. Okay? So now what happens is that when this money is realized, okay, the snowball now is rolling down the hill. Okay? It's rolling down the mountain. We won't even call it a hill. This is a mountain. All right? This mountain and this snowball is picking up speed. We see 1,024 members in this 5th row. That's about $18,200, something like that, okay, of putting 1,024 people in there on that row if there was nobody in there. Okay, there's still 16,000 left of the 34,000. Now, at each stage of the game, as each person is put in, it goes top to bottom, left to right. So if I come back over here and let me go full screen. Oh, they're going to log me back in. Okay, there we go. Full screen. Now, okay, so we're going top to bottom, left to right. And you can see here that, oh, something happened wrong here because you can, oh, there it is. Okay. Nothing went wrong. It's right here. All right. So what happens is that we get to John here, JR. He's digital warrior here or something like that. I can't, it doesn't highlight it when it comes up. Now, what happens is that it's top to bottom, left to right. So the next row, he's on my first row. The next row is the one here that includes lock J. Okay, and this is Forex Guru. This spot here would be the next spot on the left side for any random person that just decides to come in and join under us. They would go there. Okay, now, but as we go along here, let me just pull this along. Okay, the first one's taken there, first one's taken there. We move along here. Okay, and you can see here first one's taken there. So you can see that almost everybody's taken on that second row. Okay, so we go all the way back here, and there's 3 spots there. Oh, sorry, this is the third row now, and there's 2 spots here. There's 4 spots here, 2 spots there. But as we come across, it's top to bottom, left to right, and you don't go 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be the first spot under the person. Okay, and then we come along here, and the same thing. Each of these first spots will have to be filled on each of these rows, and then they go back to the beginning again, top to bottom, left to right, and then it's the second spot, right? And then the third spot and the fourth spot. Okay, but that's the way it goes and it fills in. Okay, but what about when they all get filled? And how do they get filled? Well, as we're buying people in and we get the 1,024 people in, they fill up very quickly all of the levels of all the other people that are already on these first 4 rows. Okay, so these people have earned their money and their positions of number 4 right after practically the third. If they got 4 people, they'll be in that spot very quickly after the second matching bonus. They'll have their $60 to become a 4. But as new people are coming in, they're all number 1s. Okay, but as they start coming in and they want to bring in their 4 people because they want 4 referrals to get the matching bonus, you can see how they'll become 2s, then 3s, and 4s. Everybody earns. No money out of your pocket. Okay, you just have to get out there, and the only thing that people are asking you to do is to get 4 people. Okay, buy them in. Okay, this is a $100 investment. That $100 investment can turn into $2.8 million. Okay, now you can go out and try and buy $100 worth of lottery tickets, but what do you think your chances are? Not very good. But if you go and you take your $100 and you get 4 people into that are your direct referrals, and then you sit down with them and explain the same story and get them excited, they certainly can come up with 4 people each, and then you all gather in the living room, and those 4 people, or all those people that came in, they catch fire. They start, 4 people, 4 people, 4 people. Before you know it, everybody's a 4, everybody's a 5. All right. So everybody's a 5, and there's some 6s and stuff like this. But when everybody becomes a 5, you get $61,440. Your matching bonus equals $245,760 plus the $61,444. You're $307,000. It's only $73,000 to buy the whole 6th row, okay, which is $4,096. People, I mean. So it's a total of 5,460 people. It's around $98,000. Now, they're all going to earn, and they're all going to make to their numbers here. And the bottom line is $2.799120 million. If you wanted to take, even you could take it a step further. If you were happy with $1.2 million, okay, you could take your extra money and everybody that you put in, you could buy them their product, their financial product. And you might not get 2.8 million, but you're going to at least get 1.2 million. So for an $18 or $100 bill, you've just made yourself, and you manipulated it in a way to very quickly get $1.2 million. To me, I'll do that all day long. You betcha. All day long, I'll do that. So you can see that there's great, great potential here. You're spending money to make money. All right? And instead of getting greedy and saying, well, I want it all, right? So I'm not going to take any money over here and accelerate my matrix bill. I'm just going to wait until all the other people make it. Well, you could be waiting a long, long time, but you can take control of your life, okay, and you can make it as fast as you want to make it. So as Ron Thompson says, you want to do it in 6 days, you can do it in 6 days. Want to take 6 weeks? Go ahead. 6 months? Yeah. What's wrong with being a millionaire even in a year? You look on the, when you go and you're clicking on, let's say, My Advertising Pays, or any of the ads or the sites that you get paid to click, and you've got there's these ads all the time. Join the Millionaires Club. We're going to make 2,000 millionaires. We're going to make 100 millionaires and everything. Well, this is a way you can take charge yourself and you can become a millionaire. Now, even if, let's forget this, the bottom 2 rows. Let's talk 340 people. Okay, let's say, now this is a little faulted because they're all not up on this first row. But let's just take, for instance, okay, I changed this number to 185 people. Whoop, we don't need that 4 there, do we? Okay, so we're going to have 185 we personally paid for to come in. Okay, so how much would it cost for us to bring in 185 people? That would cost $3,330. All right? Look at the end result. On your 4th row, in completing the first 4 rows, and your matching bonuses alone, it's $1.269 million. Okay, that's just because 185 personal referrals, you're getting matching bonuses on everything that they're doing. So just take your first 4 rows, and you're a millionaire with only 340 people, not 5,460. You get down here and you filled all these rows up here. You're now at $103 million. What can you do with $103 million? You could buy a boat, a plane. I'm not talking about a Cessna. I'm talking about a Lear jet. You could have a island. You could do all kinds of stuff. And it doesn't just stop there. This is the thing. It doesn't stop at the end of this sixth row. You got the seventh, the eighth, the ninth. It just keeps going. And it's unlimited. The money. You can increase your 185 when you get into here. You could have 400 people, 600 people. Okay, look at Frank Calabro is what is it, 684 people or something like that he's got. If I click on this and change this to 684 people, okay, we're looking at $382 million. It's crazy money. And this can just keep building, 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 building. Okay, so what happens is that my top 4 people, they're going to duplicate also. They want to do the same thing. And then people under them will want to do the same thing, and so on and so forth. Now we have such a big effort from everybody, and they're bringing people in galore. They're helping themselves. They're helping people under them. You know, it's just a win-win for everybody. So you can see that's where the money comes from. Now, people say, well, how can they pay this kind of money? How can they do that? All right. So we got 684 for 382 million. All right, 684, take one person. Okay, one person fills a matrix of 5,460 people. All right, product cost is $555. Okay, product cost $555. Now, multiply that by 5,460 people. That's $3.03 million. All right. Now, when you complete, one person completes, if they have nobody as an affiliate, they get paid $559,000. They've made the company, or made, you know, available money of $3.03 million, with 5,460 people spending a grand total of $555 to get the 6 literacy products. You can see by that, right, there's plenty of money going around. Plenty of money going around. Now, get back up here. Let me change this to 4 again. Your 4 people, okay, you still make your 559. Now you get matching bonuses, and it's 2.799 million. You still, for your matrix, still got 3.03 million. All right, subtract that, and there's still some money left over. Okay, so they got plenty of money to pay this, okay, for the 4 people. Now, not only that, they're going to make $8 off of the 5,460 people when they first came in, so that's $45,000, around $45,000. They got the newsletter. Now the newsletter becomes your number 3 income stream, and the stream it's $29.95. You get $1 for the first 4 rows, $2 for 5 and 6, and $4 for number 7. So at the end of it, let's just say that as we had a completed matrix of 6 rows, okay, at that point you're collecting $40,960 every month. Everybody opts in to paying the $29.95 a month for the monthly newsletter. If you finish off the 7th row of 16,384, which, by the way, is 294,000 of your 2.8 million. Okay, so you're still going to have 6 million or 5 million left, even if you wanted to pay 16,384 people in. And then they start, doing their thing down. The key to everything is that that's residual income every single month. The 100% matching bonus for the 4 people plays a big part. Okay, as you're going along, you might make 8,192 after the 6th row, but 4 times that is 32,000. Multiply that by 100. If you had 100 people in those 6 rows, you're looking at $819,000. You can see it's just crazy money. Anyway, so the whole idea here is to get your 4 people so you have your personal 4 referrals. Now let me show you something here also, okay? Where would you prefer to have your 4 people? Okay, so would you prefer, okay, to have your 4 people right under you here? Or would you want 4 people that you brought in down here? You're right, you want people right here because they're directly under you and everything else falls under you. So you're going to start getting matching bonuses on everything that's under each one of these people all the way down. You'd have to wait until these 4 people here started getting people under them before you got any matching bonuses. That's why you want to do it right away. When you come in or you get somebody to come in, you want to get them going right away and get their 4 people. Okay, because if as the snowball keeps climbing, okay, and then it starts rolling down the hill, okay, and we're going like gangbusters here, you won't get a chance to put your 4 in if you don't act on it right away. You will end up down on the 4th, 5th row of getting your 4th person as tons and tons of people are being piffed in, okay, as this money's up here starts becoming available. So that's why it's so important if you go and get your 4 people or get your people to get 4 people, you're not going to be bumped so that you're way down the list before you start getting your matching bonuses. Okay, that's the deal. Okay, so that's how easy this is, and you can make a wheelbarrows full of money. But even if you're happy with this amount, 34,000, right? No problem. Because there'll be a lot of people above you that are going to duplicate and want to bring in more people and more people and more people. You say, where do these people come from? Well, we're over 50,000 people a day come onto the internet for the first time to make money. Well over 50,000 people. Okay? So you've got nothing to worry about as far as people. You can go outside of the internet to brick and mortar businesses or social groups like the Lions Club, the Rotary Club. Could be an all-women's club. It could be a sport club. It can be churches. It can be businesses that have 10,000 people working, and you say to the CEO, I want to sponsor everybody in here. Oh yeah, by the way, you're going to be on the top of them. You don't think the CEO is going to say, oh, great job, Dave, okay, we're all in. Okay, that's the thing that's going to happen. Just give me 1 sec. Let me close the door. Okay, so that's what's going to happen. You're going to end up like they're going to see it really quickly. They have a chance to make some really nice retirement money. Okay, and everybody else below them as they start. You don't think that they don't have connections. Okay, so you can see how this snowballs out of control here. Okay, so I see that Chen said that China market is now open. You know, the 2 biggest countries for this type of business is China and India. They keep on switching first and second, but there's boatloads of people. Okay, boatloads. And I'm telling you right now, okay, that they were given, and I think they still are, if they have an international company, they're given a traveling visa. And this is what gets a lot of them out of China. That's why they're number one, because they have so many people. There's so many people that want to leave China. They want to be free and do as they please and all the rest. They can only get out if they have an international business, and this is what is classed as an international business. Okay. So, do we have any questions? I know everybody's heard this before, but maybe something's come up in the meantime. I have Dawn typing right now. Okay, you can actually, okay, the way that you can do it is by contacting, okay, the person and making it available that you can either, you know, transfer them the money after they have gone and they have paid for their product. So example, let's say that they're on the 4th row, or let's say they're you know, they need to become the 5th row, and they need 100 and, let me see, what is it again? $150. And let's say they're only in here, they haven't made the $150. And you're saying, don't worry, I'm going to make you number 5. All right? Now, there has to be a lot of networking, but you can do that. Now, you can do a number of things. Okay? When you have this kind of money coming in, all you have to do each time that you bring a person in, okay, so let's say that you've already got these 4 rows completed. So now you're working on the 1,024 people. So you sign somebody up, all right, and or you sign up most of the people right off the get-go. You can go ahead, okay, from that and pay their 10, but you can also pay for every level. Okay, and they can, as I said, you can either do it by just telling them, okay, here's the money, go and pay for it, or you should get them to use their money, and then you deposit the money into their STP or whatever way that they're going to do it. There's ways to do it, Don. You just got to be creative. But yes, you're able to go and buy everybody's lessons if you want to buy them. The company's not going to say anything. It benefits them. But the way the systems work, that they got it set out, that as you start filling your rows, you're making enough commissions to buy your levels. So even by the, if you've got by the fourth level, you've got this covered. Right in here, $640 earnings if you fill the third row with all number threes. Okay, it's only 555 and you're going to have 640. Okay, mission accomplished. So at that point in receiving the 640, okay, it buys all of your positions. You're not just a 3, you're a 6. Did you ever wonder, let me get out of here full, let me exit full screen. And this will get you thinking. As soon as they log me back in. Okay, now I want you to listen to this here, okay? Diamond Leader bonus. A bonus paid to anyone who recruits 200 people personally. 3% is paid as a bonus on a diamond's entire downline until the next diamond leader below them. 200 people personally. You think that's hard? No, not at all. Because when you're looking over here, all right, and the first 4 rows is a total of 340 people. If you sponsored 200 of those people, well, now you're a diamond. And you're getting 3% of everything in your organization until the next diamond down, which is certainly going to take a long time for that to happen unless they get on the ball and they do the same thing that you're doing. Okay, duplication. Okay, so the thing is that 200 people is nothing. Now, why did they set it at 200? Because they know that you can do that. Okay, they could have set it at 500 and there'll be people doing it. But at 200, it's reachable for everybody. Okay, so you got to remember here, come to settings. Your auto purchase, if that's on there and you make your earnings, they'll come in and buy you each financial literacy product as you earn that money. Until you're ready to buy the newsletter, don't click this on. Okay, make sure it's off, and same with the Starion subscriptions. Same thing, it's like a 7 product course. Click that, remain that is off. Okay, unless you want it, and then it's $47 monthly. Okay, so that's about it. Not too much else. It's fairly easy, and we're going to get moving on it now. I just, as I say, next week for me is going to be a stressful one, and then I got the funeral and all the rest of that stuff. But yeah, then once that's done, it's focus, and then let's get moving on it. So, any other questions? Just going to turn off record because